In a new jailhouse interview with a UK TV station, Maxwell once again claimed that a photograph showing British Prince Andrew with his arm around Virginia Giuffre is a fake.
Ghislaine Maxwell says the Prince Andrew photo with Virginia Roberts Guiffre is faked. This is the infamous smoking gun photo of Andrew. Ghislaine Maxwell, associate of that man who did not kill himself in prison. Ghislaine Maxwell says of this photo from prison, where she's currently serving a 20-year federal sentence for child trafficking, she says the photo doesn't appear to be real, and I don't recall it being taken. But she is standing right there in the photo, but she doesn't remember it being taken. Listen to her own words.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it's real for a second. In fact, I'm sure it's not. Well, there's never been an original. And further, there's no photograph, and I've only ever seen a photocopy of it.
She literally says, there's no photograph, and I've only ever seen a photocopy of it. What she's saying is, if you want to gin up fake evidence, someone could take separate photos of Andrew, Virginia Roberts Guiffre, and herself, cut them up and lay them next to each other, photocopy, or cut and paste it together in Photoshop, and you have this smoking gun photo linking Andrew, herself, and Virginia Giuffre in this photo. Some issues. I mean, this could be true. This huge smoking gun photo could be a fake. Or Maxwell could be doing Prince Andrew a favor. Or she could be trying to curry favor with Andrew and the royals to get them on her side. She scratches the royals back, that takes the heat off of them, and the royals scratch her back. The problem with the back scratching theory is that Ghislaine Maxwell is already convicted and serving a 20-year sentence in Florida for child trafficking. It's a federal sentence. On the other hand, Virginia Roberts Giuffre has changed her stories many times as Meghan Markle. Every day there's a new version of events, and newer versions contradict past versions. For instance, she went after the famous lawyer Alan Dershowitz in a civil lawsuit and then dropped the lawsuit saying, well, she may have made a mistake when she claimed that the dude who didn't kill himself trafficked her to Dershowitz as a minor. Minor. Let's look at this word, minor. Virginia Roberts met Andrew in 2001 in the UK when she was 17. The age of consent in the UK is 16. So she was able to consent as an adult. Roberts met Andrew again in New York City and at 17, and the age of consent again in New York was 16. There are actually no crimes indicated here between Andrew and Virginia Roberts Giuffre. She was a consenting adult. Furthermore, her parents were completely aware of her activities and had to consent to her getting a passport to travel to Europe and overseas. So even her parents were involved. I mean, how micromanaging should the government get when her own parents and herself are consenting to all this? The real issue is the horribleness of what we don't see that went on at Little St. James Island in the Virgin Islands. I did a reading on this, and I think some really horrible things went on. We don't know what atrocities, we can't prove what atrocities were occurring there and in the brownstone in New York City, occupied by he who did not kill himself. And Prince Andrew is associated with these unknowns, and that's the problem. Prince Andrew assembles £10 million war chest to launch a legal case against accuser Virginia Giuffre, but U.S. lawyers tell him he should forget it and be grateful he's not in jail over this scandal. Yeah, I mean, let sleeping dogs lie. I mean, is he really going to open a new lawsuit against Virginia Giuffre and drag all of this back into the public view? The royals are public relations people, and these are the worst public relations you can have, except for perhaps Harry writing a book and doing, just going everywhere talking about it. And how does Charles feel about his brother Andrew bringing this up again before his coronation? This looks to me like a masterstroke of bad timing and even worse judgment on Andrew's part. Let's take a look and see what the cards want to reveal today. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling the Magi Method. As always, you can find the book worldwide on Amazon in Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. All right, so Ghislaine Maxwell declares Prince Andrew, the Prince Andrew photo with Virginia Guiffre, fake. And this is the second time she's declared it fake. So, wow, where was I the first time? Because that is big, big news. I mean, that's an Obama mic drop moment. So is this photo of Andrew and Guiffre and Maxwell falsified? Or is it real? Because that, if it's faked, they were framing Andrew. That was an attempt to frame him. Now, I do believe he's guilty of many things with that guy who did not kill himself. And I can't say his name because YouTube doesn't like to hear that guy's name anywhere. And they may demonetize this. They may demonetize this video. So the precious few pennies they're paying me now may even be taken away from this video. So is this video, is this photo of Andrew and Guiffre, is it real or fake? Oh my. All right, we've got a decent focus. All right, don't have to change the focus. And my opinion, even if he was kind of framed in this photo, just let other people speak, because it's so much more powerful for someone like Maxwell to speak and say, "Oh, the photo was faked." It's so much more powerful than anything Andrew or his lawyers can say, because the issue is not just the photo; it's his association with that guy who did not kill himself and Maxwell. And people are not like, they don't really want to listen to what Maxwell says either, Ghislaine, because she's disgraced. So let's see what we've got here. 5 spades, 6 spades, 2 clubs. Committed to lying and creating a problem for Andrew. 11, 13. All right. I don't know if you heard that. Right as I was starting to make the video, my dog decided that he was excited and he was going to start making a lot of noise. So I had to stop and put him out. Anyway, so yeah, they're creating an obstacle, and it's a lie and deceptive, and they're committed to this. 8 and 5, 13, 4 hearts, because of his association. So it's a bit of a frame-up. This photo, at least, is a bit of a frame-up, and it gives the right appearance that they want at the right time. And somebody decided to do this to him. And in fact, with regard to this photo, Angel, he's innocent. That never happened, maybe. But this is preliminary. We'll throw cards and we'll look at whether Maxwell is just trying to curry favor with Andrew and the Royals. Royal family, reacting to circumstances. The clever fox is scheming, and this, maybe someone in government did this. Okay, so that guy who did not kill himself, he was probably Mossad, CIA, and he was probably working for multiple security agencies, which I actually believe. I did read on that. I don't know if I can link the reading. The island, all the crazy stuff. I believe he was an operative, okay, a CIA Mossad operative, and he was just gathering dirt on all kinds of people and creating dirt on all kinds of people. And he's just so evil, and that really shows you how dirty the CIA, how dirty the Mossad, how dirty these secret agencies, the things they will do. And they'll create fake evidence, they'll lie. So I conclude that this is fake evidence, and it looks like it was done by a government, and it was really carefully thought out to damage the royal family. Right time, right place, right person to hit Andrew. I do believe, again, I do believe Andrew has done many crazy things that he wants to hide, but maybe that photo's not real. Okay, and I think he did many things that he wants to hide in association with he who will not be named here, who ran that island and had the brownstone and died in prison under very suspicious circumstances. Okay, but that's not that photo. Okay, that evidence, it does look like that photo was faked. Let's look at Maxwell and Andrew. Ghislaine Maxwell and Andrew. Is she just trying to curry favor to get Andrew to help her? It's a little late. It's a little late, darling. You already got 20 years in prison. You're already serving your sentence. And I watched some of these prison videos. These guys who've been to prison, they talk about it. And my understanding is, like, if you get like state time, you get 10 years state time, you're going to do like 6 years. You're going to do 5.5 years. If you get federal time, you do the whole bid. Okay, if they give you 20 years, you do 20 years. Okay, that's a big difference. Okay, and if they convict you of murder in California, you'll be out before the sun sets. Okay, that's how bad it is in California, and I wonder why it's falling apart. It's such a liberal cornucopia haven. So anyway, let's look at Maxwell and Andrew. Is she just trying to curry favor? The back scratching thing. Ghislaine Maxwell, emotional, honest woman. I'm one of you, Prince Andrew. Ooh. Oh. All right, well, what do we have? The interesting cards are over here with Andrew. Over here with Ghislaine Maxwell, honest woman, telling an emotional narrative, very emotional. And I'm one of you, okay, home. These are close associations, family members. I'm part of your family. I'm the uber rich. And this is all a big misunderstanding, even though I'm serving 20 years in prison right now. 16, 26, 7 diamonds. Help me. She does want help from them. She does want help from them. She wants them to intervene on her behalf. Absolutely. But she's showing as an honest woman, and she's aligning herself with the royals and with Andrew and making an emotional appeal to them. What's over here with Andrew? He thinks this is selfish. This is pure selfishness. This is just opportunistic selfishness on her part, and he doesn't trust her. 10, 22, 6 diamonds, and he thinks it makes him look bad. Interesting. So Andrew is not very inclined to help her. She does want the royals' help. She specifically wants Andrew's help. Andrew sees her as someone who has caused him infinite trouble in his life. But in this case, I think Andrew's downfall was coming irregardless, and I don't think it's Ghislaine Maxwell's fault. Even though he seems to be blaming her. So he's upset about the whole circumstance. He feels like she ruined his life. It's like, you ruined my life. Why would I help you? And Cornerstone will renew. This foundation will renew. 3 spades. So she is appealing to Andrew by, having his back. She wants him to have her back. He's in hell right now, and he's kind of blaming her for this, even though I would say it is his fault. Is definitely his fault, and God is going to judge him too. He's going to judge all of us, but he's going to judge Andrew for this. But over time, it will heal, and the relationship will be restored. I mean, it doesn't look like Ghislaine Maxwell will be there until she passes. Okay, but she's going to be quite old when she gets out. And I think the relationship will renew. The friendship relationship with Ghislaine and Andrew will renew. Will Andrew launch a new lawsuit? He's got a 10 million pound war chest, so that's like $14 million. And maybe more millions every day, because our illustrious President Brandon is just spending money like a crackhead. On what exactly? What good things am I seeing from him spending all my money? I don't see anything at this point. He's just an idiot. So will Andrew launch a new lawsuit against Virginia Guiffre? Will he actually do this? Because this is a masterstroke of bad timing. Snake, very upset. Oh, scapegoat. Big change. 10 spades. Do I see Andrew launching a new lawsuit? 10 spades, jack of diamonds. This looks, 10 spades is the worst result. 1 is the beginning, 10 is the end. This play will end in failure. Because of the family doesn't like it. The royal family doesn't like it. Ace of spades, and they will cut this from the court. 10, 20, 31, 37, 9 spades, 10 hearts. They're just going to play this off to Andrew being very emotional. I think the royal family will stop Andrew before he can get there. What's on the surface? 8 spades, cast out. Snake, cast out of these problems because of these problems, and a big change. So Andrew is like super upset about the results, the punishment for his actions. The fact that he's been kicked out of the royal family, that he is going to be able to use his HRH, but he's losing his security. He's lost all of his staff. He's no longer a working royal. And he's just very upset about this, and he wants to do everything. And the royal family is like, no, you're just making it worse. I mean, he shows such incredibly poor judgment. This is a master stroke of poor judgment. Just let sleeping dogs lie. And I think that the royal family will put a stop to it. Let's look at Charles and Andrew. Let's just be sure. Let's look at Charles and Andrew. How does Charles feel about Andrew bringing all this nonsense up right before the coronation? My goodness. Okay, you should notice, okay, our illustrious President Brandon, he had secret documents. He had top secret documents leaving him in his garage and stuff. The FBI and those people with the badges, they knew about this before the midterm elections, and they waited until now, until the midterm elections were all cleared, and then they announced. Okay, why can't Andrew do that? Why not just wait until after the coronation if you're going to make all this trouble? Okay, and the big hitters, they're doing this. We see this happening right in front of us right now with Brandon. Okay, so is he okay with Andrew, the wayward son, the profligate son, the profligate brother, bringing this up before the coronation? Or is he like, oh my goodness, all you do is cause me trouble? Charles, Andrew, yeah, we're getting a lot of emotion out of Andrew. We're getting the most emotional cards for Andrew. All right, so Andrew, he's very upset about his situation on an ongoing basis. 19, 5 clubs, and he's casting around for anything. Maybe that's the problem with Andrew. He is driven by his emotions and not his logic. Sad. Okay, that's sad. That's not how you become a successful man, by following your emotions. Okay, and I think we're going to have several generations of unsuccessful men because they're being taught to just follow their feelings. If it feels good, do it. No, that's a terrible idea because life is just really self-discipline and sacrifice. Charles, committed to showing a really good appearance, and this is a problem for him. 8, 10, 3 diamonds, and he's working everything together. So Charles is against this. Andrew is just like, he's playing the emotional cards. I can't sleep. I'm up all night. I'm so upset. I just want my titles back, and I want to work. Why don't you love me? That's how Andrew is. You just want to slap him. I do, at least. Hand in hand and 9 hearts. It's all about the appearance in front of the public. There's nothing more important because they're PR people now. So this is a problem for Charles. Charles is amazingly chill about it. It's definitely a problem for him. And Andrew, he's just going to play all the emotional cards. They're going to call him in. They're going to give him a spanking. He's going to cry some more. Mommy would have let me do this. Mommy the queen. So that's kind of where we're at. So is this photo, and this is apparently the second time Maxwell has said this, is this photo faked or real? It's a fake. It's a fugazi. Somebody ginned that up and it looks like CIA, Mossad, whatever, those people. Your government, don't trust your government. Just saying. Just saying, bro. And if you took that jab, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be turning out very well at this point if you took the jab. Anyway, Maxwell and Andrew, is she trying to just, scratch his back so he'll scratch hers? Yes, absolutely. I'm one of you. I'm one of the uber elite. You have to love me. Andrew's not having it. You're the woman who ruined my life. Not really true in this case. Andrew, you did it to yourself. Will Andrew launch a new lawsuit? No, I really think the Royals are going to kill it because Charles is against it. This is a problem for Charles. He's not loving it. This is not McDonald's late at night. He's not loving it. That's how I see it. Please like and subscribe. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling.